Chapter 13. Water Experiments. We live on a planet that is dominated by water. More than 70% of the Earth's surface is water. Water is essential for life. Most animals and plants contain more than 60% water by volume. Without water, life would probably never have developed on our planet. Properties of water. Water exists in all the three states. In solid state it exists in the form of ice, in liquid state it occurs in the form of water, and in gaseous state in the form of water vapor or steam. At room temperature, it is a nearly colorless, tasteless, and an odorless liquid. Many substances dissolve in water, and it is commonly referred to as the universal solvent. Because of this, water in nature and in use is rarely clean. However, there are many compounds that are essentially, if not completely, insoluble in water. It is a good coolant. Soluble or insoluble. Take half a glass of water. Add a pinch of salt in it. Stir well. What do you observe? Is salt visible to you any longer? Where does it disappear? When you add salt or sugar to water, it disappears in water after some time. This is because it has dissolved in it. Substances that dissolve completely in a liquid, say water, are said to be soluble in that liquid. Salt or sugar is called solutes, and water in which they are dissolved is called the solvent. The mixture of salt in water or sugar in water is called a solution. To check whether the substance has completely dissolved in water or not, pour the solution through a cloth filter. If there's nothing left on the cloth, then the substance has completely dissolved. However, all substances do not dissolve in water. When you put mud in water, it does not dissolve in water. It is said to be insoluble in water. Mud settles down on keeping the muddy water undisturbed for some time. Miscible or immiscible. What happens when liquids such as cooking oil or milk is added to water? If you mix milk with water, you cannot distinguish between the two. Milk mixes with water and hence it is said to be miscible with water. On the other hand, cooking oil does not mix with water. This liquid is said to be immiscible. The liquids that evenly mix in each other are miscible, while the liquids that does not mix in each other are immiscible. Floating or sinking. Why do you think certain things float on the surface of water and some others sink into water? Light substances sink in water and heavy ones float. The heaviness and lightness of a substance is determined by its density. Density is a measurement of how much matter is packed into a certain volume. In other words, density is the amount of matter per unit of volume. The substance which is denser than water sinks, whereas the one which is less denser than water floats. Density of different liquids. Different liquids such as oil, water, sugar solution, etc., have different densities. Word bank. Soluble, substances that can dissolve in water. Solute, the substance that dissolves in the solvent. Solvent, the liquid in which the solute is dissolved. Miscible, forming a uniform mixture when added together. Density, the measurement of how much matter is contained in a certain volume. In a nutshell, many substances dissolve in water and are commonly referred to as universal solvents. Substances that completely dissolve in a liquid are said to be soluble in that liquid, whereas those that does not dissolve are said to be insoluble in that liquid. Milk is miscible with water, whereas cooking oil is immiscible with water. A substance floats or sinks in water depending upon its density. Different liquids have different densities,